Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's so good of you to join me. I am just doing a quick update. It's Sunday. Do forgive me for missing Wednesday. Got a little busy. Physical life has got me busy. More busy than I would like sometimes, but I am still smiling. It's more than I miss being here so much. But I do have some news. I'm still working on the inventory. Down about 700. So, problem is that, well, I'll explain as we go along. But first important news is that those of you who love and bought the Volta, that vehicle that I love so much, literally my favorite little car, there's going to be an update. The creator is working on it, got in touch with me a couple of weeks ago and said that there's going to be some improvements. There's going to be an update, and I'm so excited because, again, that's my favorite little car. Now, I do have a favorite company, but for sure, that is my favorite car. For sure. I'm so excited. I have raved about this car and talked about this vehicle so many times on this channel. I am really excited. So I don't know how long it's going to take. Wasn't given a concrete timeline, just a kind of keep your eyes on this space type of message. So first of all, I am so thrilled to be able to get that information. I'm sure that I wasn't the only one, but was really glad to hear that because Second thing is, been making changes to the property, made a couple of decisions that just because I have the next home that I wish to be in doesn't mean that I have to go into it right now. I love the house, the new house, but I also love this house, and there's just no reason for me to change out right now when I'm comfortable. When I'm ready for a change, I know at least that I don't have to go out and purchase a new home. I already have a home that I love. Now, I'm making changes, and of course we're going to do a little bit of that floaty movie stuff because we're filming, and I've been on for a while, so have started making some changes. I decided to attempt to give BU a shot again. It was difficult for me losing so many items and not really having a grasp on how the system had changed, and it was a really sudden change, and so it was a little bit chaotic there, and but a friend of mine is one of those that kind of went back and forth too, and I miss it. I miss its more integrated role play capabilities. I'm hoping that I can get my hands and mind on and around using it, and hopefully hopefully. Enjoying it again. The good thing about it is that I don't have to buy very much. I mean, of course, the system has new items, and it does definitely require that I do some upgrading, of course. But I will admit that retooling and preparing for that to be part of my life again has been very pleasant. So, been making some changes, and that included bringing my garage and the like over here, over to where I had my story farm. Now, you know what's crazy? Now, this is a little bit of a rant. I had my farm over here, as I had shown you on my home tour, and didn't realize that the music was on. I didn't have a radio over here. Whoever had it prior to me had already, had a music stream set up, and I had never turned it on. Inevitably, I forgot all about it because I never turned it on, and I never placed a radio. Well, someone moved in over here next door and messaged me, not with hello or anything like that, but would you turn off your damn music? It's effing something. And my response was, you approach as if I intended to disturb you. And then I asked where it was, because, as I've mentioned before, I do have another property, as on the beach, a little beach boat. So she told me, and I get here, and I turn it off, because I never want to disturb my neighbors, ever. I want to live my life in peace, and everybody else do the same. You can count that for both lives. But I look down, and they've got things, kind of over the line. So I knew that was going to be sent back. Of course it was. But what I find most interesting is that, as you can see, here they are right here. There's all this. As a matter of fact, all this. All of this is empty. All of this is empty. And they went right here and got mad. Anyway, as I move back over here to where I live, as I said, I'm making some changes, hoping for the absolute best in doing some things that I used to love doing, and that's an understatement. And looking forward to good change. Still trying to figure out this grass situation. And I will, but because the grass, I'll show you. You see how it kind of hangs out, that shadow of it hangs out above? So when you sink it, depending upon what room we're in, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter as much if that's as far as it goes. But as you can see, we have different levels inside the house. So if I want to click a light, that light is kind of buried. It's almost flush with that light, which is very unfortunate. All right, I'm rambling. I hope that you all are having a wonderful weekend, that the wrap up isn't something that you dread, that, oh, didn't mean to do that, even though they are pretty. I hope that the week is not something that you dread, and if it usually is, deep breath. Deep breath. Remember the things that you love and the things that you're working toward, and that it all moves along. It all moves along. And sooner rather than later, if you can't be here, you will be. You'll be back. And if you can't get back right away, you have videos like this to at least give you the feeling of connection to your second home. All right, so we are going to do our best to get as many videos in as we can for that 12 days of Christmas that is almost upon us. And before we do that, I am going to do a bit of one of those, I guess it's a trendy type of video that other people are doing, but I want to do a Second Life version. And I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm going to do it, and you'll know what I was talking about. And it's going to be a little ranty. It's going to be. But I think that it's kind of necessary because, it's time to put some things to shame. Like, if you do some of these things, then it's time to start examining why and, what we can all do to make the grid a more cohesive and peaceful and integrated and wonderful space for one another. Yeah. All right. Love y'all. See you soon. Mwah. Have a wonderful week. See you Wednesday.